Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to our weekly weather briefing for Thursday, September 27th. Our main features for today are obviously the flash flood watch that's in effect for parts of North Georgia through this evening. We do also have a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms today, and that's mainly across portions of northeast and east central Georgia, although may extend a little farther southwest. Generally everything along and south of the I-85 corridor. Main threat's going to be damaging wind, some localized heavy rain. Otherwise, through the remainder of this forecast period, we do have a chance for some general thunderstorm activity through the weekend, and that's mainly across central Georgia. At this time, we're not expecting any widespread significant impacts with that. Obviously, fairly unstable still, so we could have a isolated strong to marginally severe storm on any of those days. As we get into next week, weather gets much warmer and drier again. For the tropics, not particularly quiet at this time. However, we are not expecting any impacts for north and central Georgia. You do need to obviously stay alert for any changes in the tropical outlook as we go through the upcoming week. Current weather shows some light to moderate rain moving into northwest Georgia in the area of concern for the flash flood watch. We do have an area of stronger thunderstorms developing across south central Alabama. That should be moving up into portions of west central and eventually east central and maybe even northeast Georgia as we go through the afternoon. Looking at the setup for the flash flood watch that we have issued over the past several days, this is from Monday morning at 8 a.m. We're seeing a pretty large area of 2 or more inches of rainfall total across portions of west central and pretty much all of northwest Georgia. We do see in this northwest corner larger area with 3 to 5 inch totals through that period, and even some local areas of 6 to 8 inches. This has set things up for the potential for continued flash flood threat across that area. We do actually have one stream, Alcoholic Creek, I believe is pronounced, just east of Dalton, is just a little over flood stage right now. Additional 1 to 2 inches across that area as we go through the afternoon into this evening keeps the potential at least for some flash flooding in that area that is fairly saturated. Looking at the forecast that, or the actual weather map that's setting up this scenario, we have this stationary front that has been stalled across the east and southeastern United States for the last day or two, slowly edging its way into North Georgia as we go through the day today. Looking at another 1 to 2 inches of rainfall possible across far north Georgia, generally in the flash flood watch area. Lighter amounts expected elsewhere, although you will see locally heavy amounts under some of the stronger thunderstorms that come across that area. Storm Prediction Center has put out the marginal risk that does include parts of northeast and east central counties for our county warning area. I think in general you can extend at least a marginal risk at least down into the area along and south of I-85. They've seen more sunshine in that area today. Things have become a little bit more unstable. Still, with the marginal risk, we're not looking at any widespread severe weather. We're looking at a few isolated strong to severe storms, very similar to what we had yesterday. The main threat, of course, being damaging thunderstorm winds. As we roll into tomorrow, that front is continuing to slowly ease through the area, shifting the better chances for rain out of the far north. Should be seeing that flash flood threat ease as we get past this evening. The predicted rainfall You see that shifting more into central Georgia. Amounts not quite as high as the upper level support for this lifts out, and the front continues to weaken. Storm Prediction Center, general thunderstorms across the area. As we head into Saturday, the cold front has made it just about through our forecast area, pushing down into South Georgia, taking the better chances for thunderstorms with it, and obviously the better chances for more significant rainfall. And still looking at just general thunder. Now for Sunday through the end of this upcoming week, through Thursday, we do have a fairly large ridge of high pressure building over us again in the upper levels. Going to be keeping us well above normal for temperatures, especially during the daytime. We're going to be a little drier, so we will have slightly milder nights, but still noticeably above normal for morning lows as well. The one saving grace for us may be this surface ridge of high pressure as it builds south Monday into Tuesday, brings in a little bit milder low-level air, taking a little bit of an edge off of that. May keep us from setting some widespread high temperature records next week, but still well above normal and drying out. And you see that surface ridge as well as the upper level ridge above that are pretty much locked in through the next 7 days out there into end of next work week. Right now, no organized areas of severe weather, obviously, especially for our part of the country, since we are looking at most thunderstorm activity being suppressed by the time we get into the work week next week. Shifting our eyes to the tropics, we see what's left of Tropical Storm Leslie out here. It is expected to potentially strengthen a little, but no threat to land at this time. What was Tropical Storm Kirk and is now Tropical Storm Kirk again is moving west to west-northwest across the Lesser Antilles overnight tonight. There is favorable water temperatures in this area right now. There could be some slight strengthening expected to remain a tropical storm. However, by tomorrow and especially into Saturday, Kirk should be running into some very unfavorable upper level winds, and we're looking at Saturday morning dropping into depression again, and by Sunday morning, if there is any closed circulation left, there would be a surprise looking at a post-tropical depression at this point. Since this is our last briefing for the month of September and we're heading into October, figure to give us an outlook on what the Climate Prediction Center is seeing for the upcoming month. Unfortunately, for those of us who are waiting for fall weather to set in, they are looking at above normal chances for above normal temperatures through October. They do have us also slightly above for the chance for normal to above normal rainfall, so that may help some areas across central Georgia who have been edging back towards some moderate drought conditions. To summarize, we have the flash flood watch for parts of North Georgia through this evening. Very saturated soils up there, and the potential for another 1 to 2 inches of rainfall as we head through the afternoon and into this evening. We do have the marginal risk for severe thunderstorms today, and that is mainly across northeast, east central, and probably down through the rest of our central Georgia zones. Generally damaging wind and localized heavy rain threat. Otherwise, we get that chance of thunderstorms decreasing as we head into the weekend and through the weekend. and pretty much shutting off as we head into next work week. No widespread significant impacts expected. The tropics, no impacts for the southeastern United States are expected.